Good morning, everybody. Well, things just got a little trickier. Our country is getting so out of control with these laws and rules of how we live that it's just getting ridiculous. So they just passed a law in the state of Arkansas. Women, pay attention. Keep your legs closed. Stop having unprotected sex because if you think you're going to get out there and get pregnant and get an abortion, I got news for you. They just passed a law in the state of Arkansas that if a woman gets raped or goes out and has unprotected sex and ends up getting pregnant, the male partner has the right to sue you and the doctor, and can also have you thrown in jail with a $10,000 fine, because they are now giving the rights to the man as far as what can be done with the pregnancy. Now, if you're married and for some strange reason you and your husband are splitting up and he forces himself upon you, the courts now call that rape. And if she gets pregnant, she can be forced to carry the child. Now, if she carries that child and at the end of the pregnancy, by the end of the pregnancy, the father doesn't want the child, the mother has the right to put it up for adoption, but she is forced to keep it or put it up for adoption. She is not allowed to have an abortion. If a woman goes out and gets raped, the raper has the right to force her to keep the child, not get an abortion. If a woman is pregnant and has a miscarriage, they will investigate the miscarriage, and if they find that the mother did something to harm the child or herself, then guess what? She's going to be fined and can be thrown in jail. Now, I don't know about y'all, but all these laws that they're coming out with about our privacy is just ridiculous. Now, if you're married and your husband forces himself upon you and you end up being pregnant, well, that's a different story. But if you're in the middle of a divorce and the husband forces himself upon you and you end up pregnant, you cannot get an abortion. You have to carry the child. The child is either given to him, adoption, or you keep it. Now, I don't believe in abortions, but these new laws are just getting out of control. You see this fence? They're trying to fence in America, which, I think we kind of need it. We're getting quite a few illegals in here. But these fences are becoming fences from the government around all of our personal lives, and it's just getting way out of control. If you're in your 40s and you get pregnant, right off the bat, you're taking a health risk for you and the child. But if you're raped at 40 and forced to have a child, that's putting your life in danger from the government and the life of the child. Because at 40, to me, you're just too old to be having kids. And I don't want to hear people having them at 50. It's 40 is too young or too old to be having kids. You'll be 60 by the time the child gets out of high school, and that's not fair to the child. But these laws have got to stop. They're invading our privacy. They're taking away our rights, our privacy rights. I mean, they started with our freedom of speech, which they're taking more and more every day. And now they're tapping into our privacy rights. And people, you need to wake up. See what's going on. I didn't even know this law was on the books. You know? So, you see what the government is doing right underneath your noses. I mean, $10,000 fine and jail time and a lawsuit against the doctor that performed the abortion is just going a little bit too damn far. And if you get pregnant and you have a miscarriage, and it's up to the courts to decide whether you caused the miscarriage. You know, if you were going down the stairs too fast and you slipped and fell, guess what? You're getting charged because you put you and the baby's life at risk, or you put the baby's life at risk going down the stairs too fast. I mean, come on, people. This is just ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. When I woke up this morning and I saw this on the news, I just couldn't believe it. And these laws are being passed in other states. I believe they said 4 have passed them. Arkansas, Missouri, Alabama, and Georgia, I believe. So, you know, just be careful out there. Make sure when you're going out there and having a good time at a bar and you want to do the little stupid hookup games, make sure that man's strapped up, even if you're on birth control. Don't take no chances. And ladies, please be on birth control. You know? But anyway, one person actually made the comment that rape was the act of God, that it was God that forced that man into raping that woman. And it's like, come on, really? Are we gonna bring God into this? But why on earth, and you people need to think about it, why on earth is our government so knee deep into our personal lives that we have no control over it anymore? I just don't understand, and I'm sure it has something to do with the Agenda 30, but, you know, controlling the population. But forcing people to have children is not a good way to control the population, to me, you know? But anyway, check things out, you know, pay attention to what's going on in the news and what's being passed at your legislation offices. And, you know, they said that this is going to be challenged in Arkansas, but the challenge in other states has lost in court, and the bill goes through January 1st. So just be aware, people, of what's going on. You know, I do believe a man has a right to say whether the woman has an abortion or not. But when it comes to rape or divorce and a rape or forced sex, I don't believe a man should have the right. I'm sorry. I know I might piss a few of my MGTOW buddies off out there, but rape is rape. Unless it's false accusations of rape, you know, then I stand with my, you know, MGTOW brothers. If it's false accusation, or she changed her mind the next day, you know, one of those scenarios. But this is getting too far into our personal lives. So I just wanted to put that out there, that these new abortion laws are getting way too personal for other people, you know, for people. And you need to check them out. Make sure you pay attention to the laws that are being passed under your noses, people. Because every day, more and more our rights are being taken away, and not too many people are speaking up about it. There is a channel out there that I watch that speaks up about things like this. And he talks about the Agenda 30. And he has a whole list of videos about Agenda 30. His name is Savage Reality. So you might want to check him out and check out what's going on in your state's offices. You know, see what they're doing to you behind your back. Pay attention, people. You know, you sit back and comfortably, as long as it don't affect me, I'm not worried about it. These things will affect you. Because if they don't affect you directly, they might affect you by a family member or somebody you're close to. So pay attention. Open your eyes. See what's going on in our country that is supposed to be all about freedom. Anyway, love you guys. Talk to y'all later. Bye.